Well, my next guest says that Dunkin' Donuts is simply caving into the fat police. He's Jon Basso. He's the owner of something called the Heart Attack Grill. It's in Phoenix, where everything is cooked in lard, and they have no plans at all to cut trans fats. He is the author of the Heart Attack Grill diet. So, Jon, you're not changing anything.
Of course not. I feel that these companies have lost their integrity by changing their game plan in the middle of the stream to meet societal taste. The Heart Attack Grill has always done things deep fried in pure lard, and we always will. It's a matter of taste.
Okay, now you're not a real doctor, are you?
Well, Julius Erving settled that one back in the 70s, so let's just call me Dr. Jon.
Okay, well, you're not a doctor, okay, and you have things like single bypass burgers that go all the way up to quadruple bypass burgers that I guess could do a wonder on your arteries. Now, the critics are going to come after you and say, hey, in this day and age, not the good thing to do. You're saying what?
I say live for the day. The Heart Attack Grill, like every restaurant should be, is a place to enjoy one's life. Eat to the fullest, have fun, and don't worry about what people are telling you. If you want a second opinion, I'll give you a second opinion.
So there's going to be growing pressure in your community to do this, and it will begin with protests. It will continue ad nauseum, one after another, saying, hey, this is not the politically correct thing to do. You're telling me you will never bend, you will never waver?
I am an American citizen. My customers, or patients as I call them, are American citizens, and we will eat what we want to. But I have to note to you, sir, that the lard we use has less saturated fat, less calories than your average tab of butter. There's no trans fat in lard, which is what we've always used. The change shifting from one synthetic option to another synthetic option simply to buck the trans fat is ludicrous. Why don't they just use a better form of fat like the Heart Attack Grill? Pure lard. It's taste worth dying for.
Well, we are right this respect, Jon, that it does change. Our preferences and worries change. Jon Basso, owner of the Heart Attack Grill. Very good seeing you again.
Thank you, sir.
You like donuts, eh? Well, have all the donuts in the world!
Well, Homer can't resist him, so will cutting out trans fats from donuts encourage people to eat even more donuts? Let's ask Dr. Mark Siegel. He's an associate professor of medicine at New York University School of Medicine. What do you think of that, Doctor?
Good morning, Neil. Actually, I wear a real stethoscope, and I have to tell you,
you're the real McCoy.
I have to tell you that I think that the Heart Attack Grill is honest advertising, but this is going to give you a heart attack.